This bastard just turned this on and he turned it off. Look at that. Look at that. Turned it on and turned it off right in front of me. There's never a plane heading that direction. I was trying to get him close to take a still shot, and then he turned it on all of a sudden and then turned it off. So if you believe a contrail can be made just in that little strip, you've been watching way too much metabunk. A lot of times these are marker lines that you'll see they almost section off an area and then come and blast it out. But you think the atmosphere is right just in that little spot to make a persistent contrail and not after it or before it. So it scares me that people are driving in cars that think this is normal. It is scary, and they're reproducing. And they're voting for Hillary Clinton. So it is scary. Not that Donald Trump is the savior, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Call it the lesser evil, you call it what you want. You know, you think he's a stand-in for Hillary. He may be, but there's way too many signals showing he's not. There's no need to do 2 to 3 speeches a day, every day of the week. You can accomplish being a shill for Hillary with just one speech or a couple during the week. You don't need to kill yourself every day traveling back and forth everywhere. I don't know what this thing is. And now he's actually, the whole idea of the elections in the government is for people to still have faith in the government. Trump has pretty much destroyed faith in the government, called out that it's rigged, called out NATO, called out United Nations, called everybody out, Obama out, more than you'd normally do in an election where it's just dirty talk. He called out the whole entire system, talking about it's rigged. Basically at the risk of making himself look like a fool, but he's not really worried about that. When you got $10 billion, you're not really worried about people calling you a fool, because you can just drop out of the limelight and do what the hell you want to do. You know, he's got a big push now for exit polls and people to go down to the polling stations, sign up and watch the polls, because he knows it's going to be rigged. The people know it's rigged, and it is rigged. Is it 100% rigged? No, I wouldn't say the system's 100% rigged. It's probably, could be 85% rigged, something like that. And I'm no expert, but there's, you know, there's always a yin and a yang, so they really wouldn't have to go through all these motions just to put Hillary in. They'd just put her ass in. They would have had Jeb Bush or Teddy Cruz run and not expose the whole system or have people lose faith in the system or lose faith in the media. That's not what you want when you're running a country. You want the people dumb and, you know, acting like the sheep in the field. You don't want people questioning things. And that's what people are doing. Alex Jones is blowing up. And everyone's got what they want to say about Alex Jones. And they know he's a COINTELPRO and all of this. And that's wonderful. You don't have to follow anybody 1,000%. You know, people calling out Dabu and you name it. So there's nobody left. What you do is you watch these people and you take what you can take from them. Do I wish everybody I knew was at the Alex Jones level, knowing about chemtrails and EMF and, you know, crooked elections, and you said Wolf Blitzer is part of Mossad and Anderson Cooper is CIA. You know, that's good stuff to know. I wish people were at that level, and then go past it if you want to. So Alex Jones serves his purpose. And this is all fake right here. And he's not worth spending time on. These people make endless videos on Alex Jones and, oh, he said this and we know he's a shill. That's great. He's not there to hold your hand. You take what you can take from him, and then you go do your own research. He does put good information out there. So if you want to sit on, we know you can't watch NBC or MSNBC or all of these other shills anymore. So you know, you got to get information somewhere. And it comes down to it, every source is tainted in some way. So take what you can take. everybody wants to be the expert, and then everybody's a shill, and you name it. And Donald Trump took a picture with Hillary Clinton, so that means they're buddy, you know. I need more evidence than that. Of course, Trump is so mingled with different people throughout his life to further his business dealings. And people do that at their job. They mingle with the boss who they hate. They mingle with different people who they don't like, their district manager, and, you know, they put on fronts. People do that. Does it mean you mean it? No, it doesn't mean you mean it. Is everybody 100% honest in this world? No, they're not. You know, it'd be nice to have a 100% honest candidate, which there isn't any, and no one can even suggest one. This dude's sneaking right up on me. Look at this dude. So everyone calls out every candidate, but they don't suggest anybody themselves. So they think it should be anarchy. Like the Corbett Report, who puts out good information, and Larkin Rose. If you think this world is ready for anarchy, these people can't even grow their own vegetables. I've given people, tried to offer my neighbors plants and tomato plants and stuff for free. They don't want to be bothered. These people are playing Pokemon Go. You know, if this place had no leader right now, it would go to shit, because people are so out there, it's unbelievable. Sports and the Kardashians, and people want someone at the helm, and they really don't care who it is. That's why you see support for Hillary. These people just want someone there so they can go back and watch TV. And if it did come to anarchy, it's going to look like Venezuela, where people got their belongings on their back and they're headed to Colombia right now. So this is the system we got, and the best we could do is try and hold it accountable. If Trump gets in, then that's it. He needs to work on the economy and get people working. This way they're not out in the streets like Milwaukee, because they're tired from working all day. And then people need to work on these social issues their damn selves. Police, you know, the police brutality and racism and all of that. You can't look at your president to solve racism. That's where the people need to step up. So you need the economy to be shored up. You got 100 Macy's stores closing, Walmart's closing, and people say, oh, but these stores have closed before. Stores always closed in the past. Yeah, but there used to be 1 million department stores. Now it's down to a few. There used to be Caldor and Bradley's and all of these crazy different stores. Now it's only down to a few. So if they're closing down, that's a scary part. We're not back in the old days in the Wild West where there was 1 million mom and pops and you name it. And I don't know what's going on in this cloud right here. It looks like there's letters appearing. I don't know who's gonna focus on them. Does it not look like there's letters appearing in this cloud? Kane? I don't know what's going on. But I don't even know. What in the world? So Trump is the only hope at this point. We know Hillary is crooked 10 different ways. Trump's called her out 10 different ways. He's called out the media that everybody complains about. He said the other day they're the most dishonest people on the planet. And people have been saying that, and they pretty much are. So the media will not recover from this election. Trump exposed them way too much. They exposed themselves way too much. So they're getting good ratings now because it's an election year, but after the election they're done. The media is going to close down like Macy's. It's going to be laughable. No one's going to be looking at them. So that's it. We're pretty much stuck in this system for now, with the Pokemon Go people chasing the Pikachus, and anarchy ain't coming no time soon. So the best people can do, there's a framework built in this country and it wasn't bad. It's just that we've gotten so far away from it, and in the name of political correctness and all of this bullshit now, they're holding Luciferian invocations at the city meetings, and it's getting ridiculous. UK, they said the voting is rigged in the UK. They came out with a study, and it's part of it is political correctness. The police there have seen Muslims and whatnot, and different factions doing shady things at the voting polls, but they don't want to call it out for fear of being called racist. So that's very dangerous when people are even afraid to report the truth or illegal acts going on. So, you know, this system needs some tightening up. Hillary's got 1 million refugees coming into this country that's broke as it is. And Trump had the plan in the first place, build a safe zone, let them pay for it over there, and we can run it, no problem. Instead, you got people crossing over the ocean, dying in the boats, human trafficking, rapes, all kinds of good stuff that people are supporting, rather than say, let's build a safe zone for these people and let them not have to travel far and have food and shelter and security. So somehow that's racist, to make a safe zone with shelter and security, because the media said it was racist. So we're at a real precipice in this country, a turning point. If Hillary gets in, it's game over. I hate to say it, but it's game over. You're going to see the TPP, you're going to see she's going to make a climate change war room, which means a chemtrails room, because she'll go along with any damn thing. GMO is going to be off the chart. She gives a damn about GMO. So that's what we can get. You vote for Gary Johnson or Jill Stein, who are okay people, then you're still voting for Hillary. You know, they don't have a half a damn shot, so you're just letting Hillary get in there. So this country needs money in the pot, and then we need to work from there, because Obama done broke it. Obamacare is set to go up near 60%, 40 to 60% in most places, and the people, a lot of people don't care because they're doing okay. So that seems to be the Hillary crowd, the ones that are doing okay, they're making money, they're not worried about GMO or chemtrails, and that's the Hillary crowd right there. The Trump crowd, a lot of them watching Alex Jones and these alternative news makers, and they're a little more awake. You know, they may have a little more faith in the system than they should, but this is what you get. You get someone real deal, like say Jill Stein is real deal, they're going to step all over her in the White House. She has no pull, she has no authority, she has no backbone. So they're going to step all over her. Trump has a little bit of backbone and a reputation where some people will bend over for him. So it's really the only option at this point. You know, I'm not saying support somebody in that respect where you're waving the flag, but this country needs a little time to get back on its feet, because we know there's a game plan in play, and you see the way they're trying to make Trump look like a fool at every outlet, every option. So they could have done this election way cleaner and not lost the faith of the people, and just kept everyone dumb and put in who they wanted to put in. Except it's ugly as can be now with the email leaks and Bernie and all of this stuff. It's dead ugly. Dead ugly. So they really don't want that. They're never going to recover from the corruption of this election. People lost their trust. Normal people, half asleep people woke up from this election, seeing the media and Trump and whatnot. So there's some good that's going to come out of it either way, but we need to get a foothold, and we need to move past there. Look at a little cloud in the center. That ball is the only thing that's real up there. You see it moving. That's the only thing that's real. The rest is from the S of an airplane. Amazing.